Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
This is Network News for Wednesday, July the 26th, 2023. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, American movie director Tyler Perry offers reward for information on John T. Robinson's death, while police clear the air on misinformation surrounding the case. Intensive border surveillance and a gun amnesty among factors being considered to assist with gun control. And police warn about offensive weapons as Carnival nears. RTs gear up for semi-final competitions beginning Thursday, and in the region, women in Guyana continue to fight for gender equality. Further afield in the international news, judge blocks limits on asylum at U.S.-Mexico border. And coming up in sports, Paralympics Committee introduces new sport. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. World-renowned American movie director, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Tyler Perry has joined together with a celebrity publicist, Yvette Noel Schur, in offering a $100,000 reward for information on the murder of Josiah John T. Robinson. The Royal Grenada Police Force has welcomed the assistance, but is seeking to clear the air on misinformation in circulation. Beverly Tellisford has more.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is clearing the air on information circulating social media, purporting that Josiah John T. Robinson was murdered because he identified as a homosexual male. Assistant Superintendent of Police Simon Douglas issued a statement on Wednesday addressing the information in circulation.
We are not in a position to link the death of Mr. Robinson to the concept of him having been gay, since we have no credible evidence to that effect.
His comments came following world-renowned American movie director, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Tyler Perry's post on social media, where he publicly stated that he has joined together with celebrity publicist Yvette Noel Schur in offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to a conviction in the murder of Josiah John T. Robinson. ASP Douglas said the initiative is welcomed by the RGPF.
Relative to the offer of a reward, the police was contacted about this matter. However, as far as we are aware, it is an initiative of certain individuals in their private capacity. We We assure the public that the police is still vigorously pursuing this investigation, and we welcome any lawful initiative which is likely to aid in solving it.
Noel Sher also posted the reward information on her Instagram page from Tyler Perry. John T., 24, of Beaulieu St. George, was found dead on BBC Beach on June 18, 2023. Noel Sher, who was born and raised in Grenada, has said John T. was like a son to her and has been advocating for justice for his death. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
As police work towards solving the Josiah Johnson murder investigation, the Minister for National Security, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, has his hands full with devising ways to keep illegal firearms from entering the country. The Prime Minister said intensive border surveillance and a gun amnesty were among just some of the factors being considered to assist with gun control. Here's another report from Beverly Telesford.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security Deacon Mitchell is looking at ways to alleviate the issue of gun violence, which has become an increasing concern within the Caribbean region. In comparison to our island neighbors, Grenada has not recorded alarming numbers of incidents involving gun violence. However, there has been a noticeable increase in the confiscation of illegal firearms. Prime Minister Mitchell said last week members of the Royal Grenada Police Force have interdicted 31 illegal firearms so far this year compared to the 16 for the corresponding period last year. He elaborated on how the use of guns has impacted Grenada.
Guns are lethal and they made to kill. That's the only purpose for having a gun. So even if it's sport rifles, it's meant to kill the animal or whatever it is you're shooting at. And so from a culture perspective, first and foremost, and from a society perspective, as I've said, the government's policy is that we will have zero tolerance for firearms, and that will influence everything we do. Starting with licensed firearms, you need to demonstrate that you actually do have a real need for a licensed firearm.
Prime Minister Mitchell said border protection services are critical at all ports of entry to ensure that illegal firearms are not brought into the country.
From a border perspective, in the context of Grenada, as I've said, the Port Authority in particular, or Airport Authority, we have to ensure that we give them the necessary equipment that will allow for the screening of all cargo. Now, this is expensive and it will take some time. Second aspect, as I said, is beefing up our capacity via the Coast Guard to patrol our borders. Because as you're aware, there's PT Martinique, there's Carriacou, there's the Grenadines, there's Trinidad to our south. And to the south of Trinidad is Venezuela.
A gun amnesty, he says, has come up in conversation with the police force.
Policy level, we've had some discussions as to whether a gun amnesty would make sense. We have not resolved that issue. It is something we are still considering in conjunction with the Royal Grenada Police Force. But again, you need to actually have data that these things will work. There's no point in having it if it will not work. I will indicate that at a policy level, though, the intention would be to amend the Firearms Act to have far stiffer penalties for persons found in possession or the trafficking of illegal firearms. So that's one policy issue that we intend to pursue.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has acknowledged that Grenada is threatened by illegal imports of arms and ammunition. His government will take a zero-tolerance approach to firearms in the community. If convicted as an indictable offence, that person shall be subject to a fine of not less than $20,000 or not more than $60,000 and to imprisonment for not less than 5 and not more than 20 years. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, is appealing to the public to obey the laws of the land after a number of offensive weapons were found during random searches. The RGPF said during operations conducted by police on Tuesday, July the 25th in the parishes of St. George and St. Andrew, several random searches were conducted on individuals and specific areas, resulting in a significant number of offensive weapons being confiscated, along with some illegal drugs. One person was arrested for possession of an offensive weapon. The police force says it's concerned about this trend and reminds the public about the zero-tolerance policy in relation to offensive weapons. Anyone found in unlawful possession of an offensive weapon will be dealt with according to the law. As Carnival approaches, the RGPF is making a special appeal to everyone to obey the laws of the land and exhibit responsible behavior at all times. Artists are now preparing for the semi-final round of the Groovy and Soca Monarch competitions started for this Thursday and Friday. The GBN newsroom was able to speak to a few of the contestants during their band practices to get a sense of their preparations thus far. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
As the carnival season begins to pick up its pace, artists who qualified for the semi-final round of the Groovy and Soca Monarch competition are now preparing to hit the stage this week. 31 artists moved to the Dr. Trevor Friday Soca Monarch semi-finals on Friday, 20 July, while 26 will perform at the Brian Griffith Groovy semi-finals on Thursday, 27th. GBN spoke to some of the performers at their band practicing today to find out how the preparation is going thus far and what fans should expect from them.
It's always a walkover when it comes to competition for us because it's something we've been doing for the past, let me say, 15 years. So we know what to do. People know what to expect. I mean, it's just a matter of, going out there and deliver and making it to the next round. So, which is most importantly right now, making it to the next round. We don't like to take no round of competition for granted. So we're going to go there and at least we have two nice songs. Soca Vibes and Liquor, which is going to be inside of the Groove, and Wild Dirty Vets inside of the Power this coming Thursday and Friday.
Practicing was good, I mean, the band song good, the MPC song good, I song good. So far everything song good. Is just to execute on the day that is this Friday.
To my fans, I would say expect a great performance, lots of energy, a difference in my preliminaries that I had taken part in before I came into the semis. So real energy, real vibes, real energy, real everything that they would expect from BBL.
Finals for the very first time, and the preparation for me has been going pretty great. I'm enjoying it, meeting new faces as well too, as an up-and-coming artist and a brand new artist, and first time in the semi-finals in the Soca Monarch. Definitely it's been.
Some artists explained that while they face some challenges, they are confident that they will move to the final round of the competition.
Semi-final is the place where I perform better. I always have problems in the prelims. I don't know why. I guess it's maybe not the vibe, maybe the preparation. I'm the type of person I write songs maybe in a day, so maybe I don't learn it properly. But now that the song is growing and I already have the experience in the semi-final, it should be good. The people should be expecting creativity, energy, vocal, lyrics, all of the above.
I had some challenges as time goes by. I had little things that, kind of little hiccups and stuff, but I'm trying to prepare myself because I'm a person I like to advance myself, so if anything happens I have enough time for preparation, so it's okay so far.
Face the challenge of being nervous. That's the first thing. Obviously coming up against artists that have been trying for a long time or been there a long time, always making the semis and stuff like that. Definitely you get a little bit nervous, but for me I'm always confident.
It's been tough because I'm always flying in and out of the country, so they gotta slip me in certain times to give me practice, and I appreciate that the Spice Mass, and the professional way they deal, giving the artists a fair chance, hats off to them. So but otherwise performance and presentation for me so far, in terms of the band practicing, develop my performance is going great, preparation is going great, and they just have to look out for fire as I will burn them.
The semi-final round of the Groovy and Soca Monarch competition will be held in Progress Park, St. Andrew, starting times 8 p.m. sharp. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Grenada to be represented for the very first time in the Commonwealth Youth Games Paralympics events. Stay with us.
Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Watch Mass and watch Bacchanal, Soca gone international. That's going around the globe, Soca not just for carnival. Watch Mass and watch Bacchanal, Soca gone international. That's going around the globe.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. qualify for a flexi credit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card, and managed using AMI, Arise's mobile internet experience app. Flexi Credit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your Flexi Credit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Arisa loan terms and conditions apply. Arisa Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Do you know that you can lower your electricity bill by switching to energy-efficient appliances? By switching to energy-efficient appliances, you can help lower your energy usage. Your refrigerator, for example, is amongst the highest energy-consuming appliances within your home as it remains running throughout the day and night. Switching to an energy-efficient refrigerator can lower your electricity bill by up to 40%. As an individual consumer, I cannot impact global fuel prices. However, I can ease the burden of rising fuel rates by switching to energy-efficient appliances. What can you do?
Grenlink, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Grenada, the time has come for you to show your son Talbry the love and respect for his contribution over the years. This is Pre-Day.
I am Bishop Buff, certain things I end off. If I say to rent the place, then I will pay the damn cost.
Talbry turns 50, a celebration of life, the black and the gold edition. Wednesday, August 9th, the National Stadium, supported by Voice and the Top 5 Band. Lyrical. Ola Twinji. Farmer Nappy. Fight King Ding Dong. Rupee. Nyla Blackman. Problem Child.
Watch out, that crazy people jumping up in the
And a special guest appearance from 2 of the biggest soca superstars coming for Pre-Day. And all the Grenada superstars. Celebrity guest host, West Indies cricketer Dwayne Bravo. Get your $100 regular tickets or VIP $600 tickets now or pay more later. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11. Grenada. This is Pre-Day.
Calypso is alive and well. The melody palpitates
Papitet Calypso semi-final is on Sunday, July 30th. Progress Park in St. Andrew from 5 p.m. as we conclude semis weekend. 19 Calypsonians, 2 songs each. The hard-biting lyrics, the peacock, and the kicks on one big stage. Admission $40. It's Kaiso, and more Kaiso.
So if Keith Mitchell say you want pizza to be an NP,
visit www.spicemasgrenada.com for everything carnival. This Sunday, July 30th, all roads lead to Progress Park. It's the Melody Papitet Calypso semi-finals. Who will progress onto the March Gras?
Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is granting you free access. From July 15th to August 12th, every time you spend $12 in the purchase of Playway, Pick 3, Cash 4, and Lotto games, you can win free access to all Spice Mass shows, all major private shows, and Monday Night Mass packages. Look for the words Spice Mass winner on your gaming tickets, and access is granted. Guaranteed. Simply redeem your winning tickets at the NLA's office on Grenville, Grove Street, or the Coronage for free access to all the big carnival events. Over 380 free access will be granted. The more you spend $12 on the daily games and Lotto, the more chances you have at winning free access to carnival events. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, the only diamond sponsor for Spice Mass 2023.
Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has the credit cards to suit your needs. Choose any one of our 3 Visa credit cards, Classic, Infinite, or Signature, and enjoy the affordability, security, and convenience they all offer. Get value for your money with Visa Reward Points. The more you spend, the more points you earn. Co-op Bank is giving you options. You have the choice. We've got the cards. Tailor-made just for you. Visit www.grenadacoopbank.com for more information, or call or visit any one of our retail banking units.
Welcome home.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Grenada will be represented for the first time in the Commonwealth Youth Game Paralympic events when the games are staged in Trinidad and Tobago in August. Rosalina John has details in this report.
Representing Grenada is Tyler Smith, a 15-year-old J.W. Fletcher student. He will compete in the shot put event for boys in the Commonwealth Youth Games Paralympic events. The official announcement of Tyler's participation in the para events took place at the Grenada Olympic House on Wednesday.
We're going to present what is history making for the Grenada Paralympic Committee. Having worked with the Grenada Olympic Committee, Grenada's debutant at the Commonwealth Youth Games in Trinidad and Tobago next month. This morning, officially present our history-making athlete to Grenada and the wider Caribbean, and I want to give him a round of applause, Tyler Smith.
The youth game brings together junior athletes from across the Commonwealth competing in several disciplines. Tyler Smith, an amputee of the left leg, is the first Grenadian to compete at an international junior para games. Smith trains with the St. David Track Blazers Track and Field Club at Lassages playing field. Bassanio Nicholas is a junior coach there who has been working along with him in preparation for the games.
He's ready. Once he stays focused and remember what he was, taught, I'm certain that he could come home with a medal. From what we've seen, he has the spirit, he has the vigor, he has the strength to do wonderful.
Tyler looks forward to the challenges in Trinidad and Tobago and bringing home a medal.
I will be taking part in the Paralympic. I will be doing the discus and shot put. We're expecting to win gold at the boat event. I will want to do my best. Be very proud, and I'll be expecting for everybody out there to be supporting. I'll be supporting myself, but I will still want to be the best person out there.
One of his mentors is J.W. Fletcher's teacher, Glenn Alexander. According to Alexander, Tyler is a positive student and is confident he will be an excellent representative. The Grenada Paralympic Committee, which has partnered with the Grenada Olympic Committee, congratulated Tyler Smith and thanked the St. David Track Blazers for their tremendous support.
We are great people in giving food and clothes and charity, but we don't seem to put a value on sport with the physically challenged. And I think the investment into Tyler sends a message to every physical child in Grenada. He or she cannot just be recreationally involved in sports, but can make that giant step to get to the Commonwealth Games, which is perhaps the third biggest sporting event in the world, multi-sport event in the world. So, Tyler, we want to wish you well, and I know it's a challenge, but what I'm hearing from people is that you are not perturbed by what's around you. You are focused on what you want to achieve.
That was President of the Paralympic Committee, Ray Roberts. Grenada's participation is financed by the Grenada Olympic Committee. The athletic games will be staged at the Hasely Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. Tyler Smith will leave for Trinidad on August 1st to participate in the pre-games classification. The Commonwealth Games begin on August 4th. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Physically challenged individuals in Grenada will get the opportunity to develop their sporting ability. More in this Chrislina John report.
Harnessing the talents of persons who are physically challenged. That's the new focus of the Grenada Paralympic Committee, as it has been furnished with sporting gears to develop the sporting ability of those individuals. The donation was made to the Grenada Paralympic Committee by the International Paralympic Committee. President of the Grenada Paralympic Committee, Ray Roberts, explained how the gears, valued at approximately $5,000, will be utilized.
The objective now is to use it as a grassroots approach to developing Paralympic sports. Clearly, we are going to be working, hopefully working with the schools for special education, because that's where you'll find athletes who are eligible. There will be people on the outside, but it's more of a venue where you can find people, an institution where you can find people who we can work with.
The Paralympic Committee President elaborated on plans to feature persons with physical challenges in various sporting disciplines.
We're working, Ms. Gabriel will tell you that a couple of years before COVID, it sounds like recently, but before COVID, there used to be the Jason Roberts Foundation that sponsored sports for physically challenged. Clearly, on our 2024 program, we want to do a couple of festivals involving sit-down volleyball, because some of the people are physically challenged, so they're not able to stand on their feet, but they could sit and play sit volleyball. That is taking place in one of the schools already. We intend to have a festival of all the sports that we are going to be involved in. Sports we are focusing on are track and field, which again is perhaps the most available sports for any para-athlete. We're going to focus on sitting volleyball, bocce, rifle shooting. We're going to focus on karate, taekwondo, and the other one, table tennis. That is correct.
Robert says they anticipate Grenada's participation in the upcoming Pan American Games.
This year, we hopefully will be at the Paralympic Games, the Pan American Games in Chile. There's a cyclist which I hope you'll meet very shortly. Good cyclist, competes with the able body, does very well, and he's physically challenged. So he is going to be probably one of the athletes we are going to be competing with in Chile.
Christina John, GBN News.
Well, it's that time. Let's take a peek through the GBN ISOL lens.
A familiar flower is the highlight of tonight's GBN ISOL. The passion flower is arguably one of the most unique specimens of flora on the planet. Blooms of this vine are flamboyant and complicated, with a large crown of corona filaments reaching from the stamen that make identification easy. This flower also includes a whopping selection of more than 500 species, separated into 3 main types: purple, yellow, and granadilla, or red. We thank our citizen journalists for this beautiful submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And coming up, the National Disaster Management Agency hosts its annual stakeholder consultation. We'll be back in a moment.
Clear your calendars, Grenada. The biggest white is back Sunday, August 13th. A night like no other. And the best part, no work the next day.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we're talking hard work. Wine and jam.
Guess the band is ready to set the night on fire with another unforgettable performance. Joining guests, we have Skinny Fabulous. And for the first time in Grenada, Adam O. Prepare for a night of non-stop energy and mass. We're taking you straight into Juve, literally. We've got more surprises with our star-studded cast, including Mr. Killer and your favorite local headliners. Tickets are now $100 and are available from Go to Fed and Sunshine Promotion box offices island-wide. For the ultimate experience, VIP tickets are $500. This is the biggest white. Get your tickets now. The biggest white, where legends are made, memories are created, and the spirit of Grenada comes alive.
Boy, anything you can do. Show me the baddest thing you can do.
Are you ready to make history? Get your tickets now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carnival 2023 is here, and there's one fete that stands out. 10 to 10 Soca Fest.
When I hear your grandmother selling helmet and she's selling charm.
Come 10 p.m. and leave 10 a.m. Money. Saturday, August 5th, Quarantine Point. 20 Soca artists, 3 live bands. Sarah the Governor.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Dash.
Oh Lord, the master.
Tetris. Alma Boy. Vaughn. Muddy and Squeezan. Lil Carrie. Golden. Specky. Westways. And from St. Lucia, Ricky T. Plus, a surprise act and more. Hosted by Papi, Jabba, Nomadis, and Short Leg. Advance tickets $60. Front stage $150. Includes food. 10 to 10 2023 will be a movie. Get your tickets now.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Feed Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Wait and see. Whenever we touching the vacancy, we just climb over the gate and see.
Boom! It's carnival time at Courts Ready Cash. So visit your nearest Courts Ready Cash for instant carnival prizes, tickets, and much more with your loan of $3,000 or over. Come home to Courts Ready Cash this carnival season and enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, a payslip, your job letter, and 2 references. Simple as that. Follow Ready Cash on Facebook and Instagram for your updates and in our in-store carnival parties and our carnival workout session. It's time for carnival at Courts Ready Cash. Visit shopcourts.com for details. Come home to Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are.
Everybody push something in the air.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
Carriacou is the place to be. August 4th to the 7th for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the Foreign Artist Show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jooper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. The National Disaster Management Agency hosted its annual stakeholder consultation today under the theme Reducing Vulnerability Through Enhanced Risk Governance. The aim is to further develop the way Grenada is prepared for disasters in a cohesive manner. More in this report.
The annual consultation is a collaborative effort between the National Disaster Management Agency and the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, under its Regional Disaster Assistance Program. The Disaster Risk Reduction Initiative in Grenada is one of 14 in the Eastern and Northern Caribbean aimed at enhancing disaster resilience in the region. Disaster risk management specialists assigned to Grenada through USAID's Bureau of Humanitarian Assistance, Sylvan McIntyre, spoke of the initiative.
Main focus basically are on 3 broad areas. 1, institutionalized disaster risk reduction at all levels, humanitarian assistance, and emergency response. What the objective is overall is to ensure that capacities are built throughout the region, in particular with the Caribbean, so that small island developing states can become more resilient and can become more responsive and, to a larger extent, more proactive in its initiative in disaster risk reduction.
The consultation saw participants from the private and public sector, along with the civil society, government, developmental groups, and NGOs. It was held under the theme Reducing Vulnerability Through Enhanced Risk Governance. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Disaster Management, Colleen McQuilkin, highlighted how the consultation will benefit Grenada.
As such, today's consultation seeks to determine our readiness for this hurricane season and indeed for other disasters. Additionally, it aims to evince additional ideas, plans, and strategies to fortify the programs and initiatives that we have created thus far. The government is working assiduously in a proactive and responsive manner to address the topic of this consultation today. Its enactment of a comprehensive set of policies and programs for dealing with climate change and improving resiliency to natural disasters is commendable and ongoing.
Coordinator at NADMA, Terence Walters, spoke of the role of every stakeholder when it comes to disaster preparedness.
And we have to ensure that as entities responsible for disaster management in Grenada, we work together so that if if we have to respond to any hazard that may cause a disaster for us, all right, that we already have that ability to work together, come together, and we know what's happening. So when we know what is happening with Hubbards and Huggins and the fuel companies and the telephone service providers and Ministry of Education and the police, we all know what's happening. It will then make it easier for us to proceed.
The consultation was held at the National Stadium on Wednesday. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Canadians in the diaspora continue to play their part in developing the health sector in the Tri-Island state, and they've once again donated much-needed equipment to a health center on the Sister Isle. More in this report.
The Hillsborough Smart Health Center is now equipped with an autoclave machine that is used to sterilize medical equipment. Harmful bacteria, viruses, fungus, and spores on items are killed when they are placed inside the pressure vessel. Dr. Janelle Harford and Kitwana Abraham, Grenadians who both reside in the United States, donated the equipment to the health center through the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government. Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Honorable Tevin Andrew, expressed thanks to Dr. Harford and Mr. Abraham, highlighting that the donation is another example of the diaspora continuing to play a major role in the development of the healthcare sector in the Tri-Island state.
From charitable persons within the diaspora, one autoclave, and of course a box of gauze, which will be of great use to the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and of course a timely gesture. And to encourage other Grenadians, Carriacouans and Petite Martiniquans home and abroad to follow the footstep in these charitable persons who have stepped forward to assist in this gesture.
Community health nurse on the Sister Isle, Donette Blair St. Bernard, said the donation is a very timely one as the equipment is critical, especially when dealing with wound care.
Since we came back to Hillsborough Health Center, almost 2 years, we've been out of autoclave. We have to send those instruments to Leicester Medical Station or sometimes hospital, especially on long weekends, to have it autoclave because we have to have it sterile in order to do wound care. It's very important for wound care to sterilize the instrument. So I know that the nursing assistants and those who are directly involved in wound care, it would be of great relief for them because you have to send the instrument, get the transport to send it, and wait for them to sterilize it to send it back. So we are grateful for this instrument.
Meanwhile, medical gauze donated by Ms. Linda Andrew will also be distributed to all the community clinics on the island, including Petite Martinique. For GBN News, I'm Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
And stay with us. We'll have the International News Report and the Sports Report coming up next.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every fete advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Here at the NIS, we are proud to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We are always working to improve our services and would like to share with you some new changes. One of the changes we're pleased to announce is the introduction of the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of their former income in the case of sudden unemployment. The benefit is available to anyone who is insured with the NIS and who has lost their job through no fault of their own. If you have any questions about this benefit, please contact our informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit our website at www.nisgrenada.org. Stay connected for more updates from NIS, your trusted Social Security provider.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
And let's dive into the world of sports. The Grenada Paralympics Committee has officially introduced and launched the sport of boccia in Grenada earlier today at the Olympic House in Grand Anse. The sport of boccia is a Paralympic sport with no Olympic equivalent and is similar to blows. It's a target ball sport which tests both muscle and control accuracy. President of the Grenada Paralympics Committee is Ray Roberts.
Our committee is excited to take the sport to schools, specifically the schools for special education and people with disability across Grenada. As a recreational sport, bocce is played by people with a range of physical, sensory, and learning disabilities. We look forward to the support of parents and the wider community in taking bocce to all across Grenada. Our plan: we intend to train a cadre of coaches, conduct bocce awareness, and to take the sport to the nook and cranny of Grenada.
Hilary Gabriel, president of the Grenada National Council of the Disabled, says the organization is pleased that the sport of bocce is introduced to Grenada.
GNCD applauds the Paralympic Association and its team for introducing this sport into Grenada. But it's a pity the minister is not here, either the permanent secretary. But I'm still sending a clarion call to the Ministry of Sports to come on board and treat bocce as any other sport, thus enabling persons with disabilities to enjoy the sport. And I urge them to also cater for them in the budget as they do with any other sport. Give them an opportunity and you will see their capabilities. If we are transforming, we have to transform persons with disabilities to fit into our transformed society.
The equipment for the sport was provided by the International Paralympics Committee, or the IPC, grant support program. With only 3 more days to go before the curtains are brought down on the 2023 CBN Winlot Windward Island School Games, Grenada returned to its winning after losing their first game to Dominica in the basketball match played on Tuesday. Grenada lost to Dominica 77-74. Karine Moraine-Alexander, Communications Officer in the Ministry of Sports, gives us an update on the games played thus far.
In netball, Grenada was able to make a comeback in its winning streak, winning its match against Dominica 32-19. St. Lucia won its match against St. Vincent and the Grenadines 45-23. In volleyball today, Grenada won against Dominica 3 straights, 25-20, 25-22, and 25-18. Later on at 5 p.m. at the Kuriani James Athletic Stadium is football, Dominica versus St. Lucia, and at 7 p.m. Grenada versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember, free entrance to all events in the CBN Winlot Windward Island Games. Go on out and give the athletes your support.
The Trinidad and Tobago Football Association's A license course opened on Monday with several of this country's and the region's top coaches involved. We get more in this report.
10 participants from 5 different countries are here in Trinidad and Tobago for the week-long portion of the course, which normally takes up to 1 year. Among them, members of the senior men's national team coaching staff, head coach Angus Eve, assistants Reynald Carrington, and Derek King, and the legendary Ron Laffery. While Jamaican legend and former head coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore is also present. TTFA Technical Director Anton Cornel says the goal of the TTFA is to give back to the region and at home the knowledge that has been shared with them over the years.
It's impossible for us to do this alone. We've had the support of CONCACAF through the last 10 years to get to this stage. We've had the support of other countries in the Caribbean. And we see it fit. If we are in a position to assist, we should assist. There's no way any one country can excel without the others.
Senior Development Manager for CONCACAF, Andre Waugh, commended the TTFA for hosting the course and says his presence is to ensure it meets all the criteria to be certified as a legitimate A license course.
I've always maintained that the process is one that is quite clear. We have established the process through the work of the coaching convention, and my presence here today, accompanied by my colleague who is in the back, Jim Laughlin, from Canada, who is also a member of the CONCACAF Coaching Education Panel, is to initiate that process of the recognition of the qualification.
And that's it, sports fans. And now we'll take a look at what's been happening away from Grenada's shores around the region and the wider globe. Guyana's women's rights activist Nanuta Radzik highlighted that the 10-year jail sentence given to a 53-year-old man for stalking and killing a woman is a timely reminder of the gender inequality prevalent in Guyana's society. Razik's comments draw attention to the broader issue of gender-based violence and discrimination women encounter in various aspects of their lives. We get more in this report.
Danuta Radzik, a member of Help and Shelter and a women's rights activist, has added her voice to the 10-year sentence imposed on Raymond Oselmo, who stalked and killed Nadina Kalamandine, a mother of 5. According to Radzik, it is shocking that a man who stabbed a woman multiple times would be given an inexplicable sentence.
There is nothing normal about such a reaction to rejection. Was a psychiatric evaluation carried out on this perpetrator? As it points to an extremely dangerous, unstable individual, possibly a stalker with uncontrollable anger issues directed at women. He should be put on a register as a convicted sexual offender so women, girls, and communities can be notified when this person is released and take all necessary precautions.
The women's rights activists posited that women and girls at every turn in Guyana are reminded that they live in a society rife with patriarchy, injustice, gender inequality, and gender discrimination.
The justice system must do better in sentencing on sexual and gender-based violence cases. It should not be left solely up to the discretion of a judge or magistrate to determine penalties. There must be a system which is consistent and in keeping with the crime.
Only on Monday night, the news spoke to Elmina De Freitas, who detailed the struggle she has been faced with since her daughter's demise. She noted, too, that she does not feel that justice has been served since her daughter's killer has been given a slap on the wrist. The still grieving mother believes that a stiffer sentence would have been adequate. Kalamandine was walking along 1st Street North Sophia on February 27, 2019, when Oselmo approached her and made several amorous advances. She refused to accept his advances, and Oselmo whipped out a knife and dealt the mother of 5 several stabs. The injured woman was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival.
Local educators and their counterparts from across the region are being challenged to reimagine teaching as they seek to fill the learning loss gaps that occurred since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Has been issued by the president of the Caribbean Association of Principals of Secondary Schools, Stephen Jackman, who was at the time speaking at the opening of the group's 29th biennial conference being hosted in Grenada in Barbados.
The best of what has served us in the past must be retained while we embrace new technologies, learning styles, and instructional strategies. We must retool ourselves not only to use ICT and other innovations, but to become the flexible and responsive leaders needed to reposition our people to be competitive in the emerging economic activity that will be created as we attempt to lessen the impact of climate change and broaden service-based economic activity. As we seek to recover learning loss, we must think not from a position of returning to where we were pre-COVID, but to alleviate the gaps that existed prior.
In her address, Chief Education Officer Dr. Ramona Archer-Bradshaw encouraged the heads to collaborate and encourage students to develop skills such as learning another language.
As we look towards building a resilient education system or resilient education systems, I challenge you to continue in this vein of open and honest dialogue. Forge linkages with your Caribbean counterparts and stand strong in the power of collective wisdom. I wish all of you success as we all chart this path together.
A federal judge on Tuesday blocked a rule that allows immigration authorities to deny asylum to migrants who arrive at the U.S.-Mexico border without first applying online or seeking protection in a country they pass through. We get more in this report.
U.S. District Judge John Tiger has delayed his ruling for 14 days, keeping the policy in place while giving Biden officials time to file an appeal. Tiger's decision was praised by immigration rights advocates who've condemned President Biden for supporting asylum bans similar to those enacted by President Trump. The new asylum rules went into effect in May, replacing the contested pandemic-era Title 42 policy, which was used to expel nearly 3 million asylum seekers at the U.S.-Mexico border without due process. Biden's measure also forces migrants to make their asylum appointments on a Customs and Border Protection smartphone app that applicants say is riddled with issues and raises serious concerns over privacy. The ACLU said, quote, "The ruling is a victory, but each day the Biden administration prolongs the fight over its illegal ban, many people fleeing persecution and seeking safe harbor for their families are instead left in grave danger."
That's what's been happening around our globe today, July the 26th, 2023. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. American movie director Tyler Perry offers reward for information on John T. Robinson's death, while police clear the air on misinformation surrounding the case. Intensive border surveillance and a gun amnesty among factors being considered to assist with gun control. Police warn about offensive weapons as Carnival nears. And artists gear up for semi-final competitions beginning Thursday. In the region, women in Guyana continue to fight for gender equality. And in international news, judge blocks limits on asylum at U.S.-Mexico border. In sports, Paralympics Committee introduces new sports. If you miss any part of this newscast, there will be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
You should know about dengue. Dengue is a viral disease that, if left untreated, can be fatal in a matter of hours. Dengue virus is transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. This is the same vector that transmits Zika and chikungunya. If you experience fever, headache, muscle pain, rash, nausea, or vomiting, do not self-medicate. Visit your nearest health service immediately. Dengue can be confused with other diseases, so diagnosis must be made in a health center or hospital. To prevent dengue, you should protect yourself from mosquito bites. And to prevent bites, eliminate mosquito breeding sites. Visit our website for more information.
With a man and a young woman, ask her what she coming so far. She said she just getting corona. So I step a little further. Then I heard the shout out to her. Bend down and take the shot. Lie down and take it. Boy. Girl, bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. So she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin'. Bend down and take the shot. To lie down and take it to boy. Get bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. No Pfizer, no Moderna. Oh yeah, I giving you, oh yeah. Then the vaccine, no Moderna. The vaccine I giving you. Then they never call out door. Ask her what she ballin' so far. Say your husband to the doctor. And they walking out the corona. Down and take the shot. Go lie down and take it to boy. You bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. No Pfizer, no Moderna. The Johnson I giving you, boy. So she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin'. Bend down and take the shot. Go lie down and take it to boy. You bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. You get it. Bend it down and you shaking. Why you so faking the Johnson? You get it. Watch it. Bend down and take the shot. Go lie down and take it to boy. You bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. No Pfizer, no Moderna. The Johnson I giving you, boy. So she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin', so she ballin'. Bend down and take the shot. What? Go lie down and take it to boy. Yeah, bend down and take the shot. The vaccine I giving you, boy. No Pfizer, no Moderna. The Johnson I giving you. Listen up. The Carolina got no friends, it only got enemies. And if you don't use your head, I know you will end up dead. So bend down and watch it. Go lie down and take it away. Yeah, bend down and
it. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. But don't just stop there. Multiply your winnings by adding Multi-X to your Playway ticket today. Multi-X is an add-on feature to the existing Playway game that provides you, our players, with a chance to have your Playway winning multiplied or earn free plays through an additional draw. That additional draw consists of Multi-X balls labeled FP, 2X, 3X, and 5X. To add Multi-X to your Playway bet, here's what you must do. After placing your wager on your favorite Playway numbers or symbols, answer yes when the lottery seller asks you if you would like to add Multi-X to your Playway ticket. Most importantly, for Multi-X to be added to your ticket, you must wager the same amount placed on your Playway bet in that same purchase. Therefore, if you wagered $10 on your favorite number or symbol, you must also wager an additional $10 to have Multi-X added to your ticket before the Playway ticket is printed. Upon receipt of your ticket, ensure that you see the words Multi-X played marked on your ticket, and that ends your purchase. To know if you are a winner of Playway with Multi-X, let's use an example. You wager $10 on 13, which is Blackbird, on the Playway chart. Then you add Multi-X to your ticket by wagering the same amount that you betted on Blackbird. That is an additional $10. When the Playway draw occurs, if there is a match of your number with the drawn number, the calculated winning for Playway is $240. That is $24 multiplied by $10. However, to determine the additional benefit of having added Multi-X to your bet depends on what Multi-X ball is drawn after the Playway draw. If FB, meaning free play, is drawn, you win $240 plus a free quick play Playway with Multi-X ticket of the same value originally wagered for the next draw. For this example, the value of the ticket is $10 playway, $10 multi-X. If 2X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 2, earning you $480 in total. If 3X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 3, earning you $720 in total. If 5X is drawn, your winning of $240 gets multiplied by 5, earning you $1,200 in total. Be part of the excitement in playing Playway with Multi-X 3 times per day, Mondays to Fridays and twice on Saturdays. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. But remember, don't stop there. Multiply your winnings by adding Multi-X to your Playway ticket and watch your winnings grow and grow. NLA, making your dreams come true. You must be 18 or older to play.
Well, what do you know? The NLA is giving you an additional chance at winning in its Crazy Cash Second Chance Parish Giveaway. Yes! Starting June 10th, enter your non-winning Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway tickets valued at $12 or more in a single purchase for a chance to win over $25,000 in cash. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before dropping them in the NLA branded box at your favorite authorized agent. Draws will be conducted every Friday starting June 23rd to July 21st, 2023 for every parish. That's a total of 105 draws of $250 each. Promotion ends July 14th, 2023. Must be 18 or older to participate. Other terms and conditions apply. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Wednesday, July 26, 2023. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose hopes is to ensure that this draw is conducted in a fair and accountable manner, of the game balls with industry standards and in a way tampered with. This time, share tickets at hand. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays to play. Good luck. This evening is check tickets to the meantime. First number is 6, second number is 7, third and final number is 8. Let's recap those numbers. Numbers on the screen. Check your tickets. First number is 6.